Gojo Satoru didn't save Jujutsu Society. He broke it. We treat him like the messiah of the series, the cool sensei who carries the team. But look at the facts. Before Gojo Satoru was born, the world was relatively quiet. But the second he opened those 6 eyes, the universe panicked. Today, we aren't talking about how cool his domain expansion is. We're asking the uncomfortable question: did Gojo Satoru actually ruin history just by existing? Let's get into it. Let's start with the lore. In Jujutsu Kaisen, there is a universal balance. Before Gojo, special grade curses were rare, they were manageable. But his birth was essentially a glitch in the matrix. Because Gojo was so overpowered, nature had to compensate. Cursed spirits didn't just get stronger, they evolved. We got distinct personalities like Jogo, Hanami, and Mahito. You have to realize, the disasters, the group that terrorized Shibuya, likely wouldn't exist, or at least wouldn't be this strong, if the universe wasn't trying to match Gojo's level. He raised the bar so high that the villains had to become gods just to compete. But the damage wasn't just external, it was internal. Gojo's existence made Jujutsu High lazy. Think about it. Why bother strategizing, or politics, or improving the system when you have a literal nuclear weapon in a blindfold? The higher-ups got complacent. They relied on Gojo for everything. This created a vacuum. Because Gojo handled all the heavy lifting, the generation below him, aside from maybe Nanami, wasn't ready for war. When Gojo got sealed in the prison realm, the institution didn't just struggle, it collapsed instantly. That is a failure of leadership, fueled by the safety net that was Gojo Satoru. And here is the kicker. Gojo is the reason the Culling Games happened. Kenjaku, the mastermind behind everything, has been alive for 1,000 years, but he explicitly stated he couldn't make his move until Gojo was out of the picture. For centuries, Kenjaku was afraid. Gojo's strength forced Kenjaku to stop playing small. It forced him to execute the most horrific plan in history, sealing Gojo and starting the merger. If Gojo was just a strong sorcerer and not a god, Kenjaku might have been caught and killed years ago. But because Gojo was untouchable, the villain had to burn the world down just to bypass him. Gojo's entire goal was to reset the world, to raise a generation of strong, clever allies who wouldn't be bound by the old ways. But look at the cost. To raise that generation, he had to throw them into a meat grinder that was created because of him. Yuji Itadori's life is a living hell. Megumi is... well, we know about Megumi. He wanted to protect their youth, but his existence ensured they never really had one. He didn't raise a generation of happy sorcerers. He raised a generation of child soldiers to fight the wars he started. So, did Gojo Satoru ruin history? Maybe ruin is a strong word, but he definitely accelerated the end of it. He was a paradox, a shield that attracted missiles. He loved humanity, but his power was the very thing that endangered it. Without him, humanity might have perished slowly under the curses. But with him, we got the most violent, chaotic era Jujutsu Society has ever seen. But that's just my take on the Honored One. What do you think? Would the JJK world have been safer if Gojo was never born? Or would Sukuna have taken over way sooner? Drop a comment with hero or curse down below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you want more deep dives into the Culling Games. I'll see you in the next one.